Yes.
You're listening to Jay Cunning on Kiss.
So just before we were rudely interrupted by the ads, we were listening to Shifting Gears. Obviously a big vocal track. A little bit slower than you guys normally used to. What's the deal with that one?
Yeah, it's gone through many changes, that track. The vocals were sort of part written, how many years ago now?
About 10, I think.
10 years ago, and then we've readapted them, found a new bass line, discovered a rapper called Rafael Lamotta in America who was fantastic, and he wanted to get involved, and then we got the girl to rewrote some vocals, and then got Naira back in to re-sing the vocals.
How did you discover a rapper in America? I mean, there's obviously got to be quite a few of them out there. Do you literally just trawl the streets, just wait to find someone just singing on the side of the street and go, yeah, you'll do?
Yeah, just sifting and keeping your ears open.
No, we just sampled him, didn't we?
Yeah. God, we could look so cool there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we found him.
We found his vocal on a CD.
We sampled him on Systematics, and he was the little vocal in Systematic, or one of them, and then we thought, you know, so he's got a cool voice, let's approach him and see if he wants to do anything else.
We'll be bringing him out on a live tour soon, no doubt.
Yeah. See if people like
you don't
the
want to talk
album
about
first.
going out live, yeah.
See if people like the album first, and then what else.
Right, and you got a remix from the one and only Stanton Warriors.
Yeah, we're doing a swap mix with them, so they're having a go at that one, and then hopefully they're going to give us something good to get our teeth into.
Is it going to be like, wait till the shit they give you to see what you give them in return?
Yeah, I mean...
Because I know what Dom's like, he's a bit shady with stuff like that, because I guarantee you he'll be thinking exactly the same thing. He's like, yeah, we'll wait till the Plumps give us stuff, see what it sounds like, then we'll give them the remix back.
That's not bad. Not a bad idea, actually, putting ideas in my head now. Actually, if we could get a few people to do mixes like that and not actually give them anything.
There you go.
Crafty do one as well.
Isn't okay.
Just get a whole
you know he'll do your
breaks,
big monster.
No, they're all big monsters.
Right, so listen, we're going to move on to the next track, Disco Unusual. We'll have a quick listen and then a chat about it afterwards. So we just listened to Disco Unusual. Why did you call it that? It's got to be something more than just because it's unusual disco.
Yeah, I can't actually remember. I think we sampled a break off an album, a really sort of rare album that was called Disco Unusual.
I think that was it, wasn't it? It was from another
it's like
record.
a really strange old album.
It seemed to fit the idea of the record as well, because we wanted to do a record that sort of started on one tip and then finished completely somewhere completely different.
Yeah.
And that's been the idea with this sort of track from the start, really. So its full-length version does that, which is really quite nice. Always a big surprise on the dance floor.
Yeah. So moving on to quite quirky names. Next track, He Got Beef. We'll have a listen to it before we talk about it, Hank. So that was the Plump DJs, He Got Beef. So have you guys remembered why he called it He Got Beef?
Yeah, it's sort of quite self-explanatory, really, once we found the sample.
Yeah, it's just a pretty angry sample.
Yeah, because it's a little bit slower than, you know, Temple Bridge, but it's still very, like, energetic wise. It's got very raw energy to it.
Yeah, it's like the slowest track we've ever made, actually. I think it's like 75 BPM, which for us is like a bit of a departure. It's quite fun to make, though.
But it's good. I was saying, like, you know, the album is nice to hear, like, varying tempos. Obviously, this is, you know, nice to have, you know, someone of your calibre who you can put stuff out on the dance floor. Everyone knows you can do what needs to be done on the dance floor, but now it's a bit of a chance to say, well, actually, you know what? This is what else we can do. Right, cool. So we're going to move on to another track. This, which is this one, the Plump DJs, a bit of a re-edit that you guys have done. Yeah,
it was snowbombing, wasn't it? And Justin Robertson came up to Lee and said, "Do we want to do an edit of an old acid house record, particularly the Tracks label?" And so we were all excited because we used to love acid house. So yeah, we thought we'd do the first one that ever came out, which is Future Acid Tracks. And we've said it's slightly more than a re-edit.
It's almost a remix, really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
See, maybe going back, that's the cheeky way he's got you to do. He's actually got you to do a remix for nothing.
Yeah. If you love the track, why not? You know,
that's good.
It's not a job. It's a.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. All right, so we'll have a quick listen. So, guys, a nice little selection, 4 tracks off your brand new album, Head Flash, which is out yesterday. Out in all good formats, I assume. CD and
Good and
digital.
some bad.
Yeah.
Is that on Betamax and the old Philips laser discs as well? So, what have you got planned for like the future? I mean, it's obviously a very big question, but production-wise, fourth album, what's the next step?
Next step, we're going to remix a couple of the tracks ourselves, the slower ones, I think, so we can play them in the clubs, and get some other remix from other people. I think that's the immediate plan, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got to do that Stanton's remix pretty soon as well, and then I think we're going to be making stuff for a set and for the dance floor, which will be the most of our week on for the next year.
Yeah, well, and we're doing a bit more of a Decks and Effects thing coming up, making it a little bit more involved, more going on, and a little bit more of a live thing, I guess.
So I was going to ask you. I mean, obviously, you know, you've got people like Tom Hooligan and Hype and those guys taking full live bands. You know, people like Decline and Wizard doing part Ableton, part Scratch DJ, part vocalist stuff. I mean, you guys are looking to kind of progress. Do you think you'll ever be like a full 10-piece band on their own?
I don't know. It depends on the success of the productions, really. If there's need for us, or if there's demand for us to go and do that sort of thing, then I'm sure we'd love to do it. But we just love DJing so much, and I think that's what we're going to sort of expand on for this summer. We've got some, you know, hopefully quite an exciting show that people will be seeing at some of the bigger live events this year. So we don't want to give too much away, but we've got a few little strings in our bow, feathers in our
Tricks
cap.
Up your sleeve.
Tricks of our,
Any
tricks
more?
of our sleeve.
No?
Yeah, a few things.
All right, we'll leave it there. I think that's...
I'm not doing that one.
So you got the Eargasm night down at Fabric. Been running for 3 years or maybe more. You going to change it to Head Thrash, the name of the night?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the
Why
general
not?
idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
New chapter.
We really wanted to expand on the lineups at Fabric and put more effort in now. We finished the album, we can focus more on what we're doing at Fabric, 'cause it's such a great platform to experiment and be creative with the lineups and with, you know, where we position ourselves there too. So and now we've got the new album, it seems a great time to sort of rebrand the night and give it a kick up the arse.
Cool. Okay.
Pardon my language there.
That's all right. People have said a lot worse.
Good.
I've got a couple of little cheeky questions. We put it out to a few forums, and feel free to answer whichever ones you like. A bit quick fire round. Sparks asks, how much is enough?
Just less than too much.
Good answer. Ryu says, what do you do with a drunken sailor? What's that got to do with?
What do you do with a drunken sailor? Don't give him any money.
Good call. If you weren't a Plump DJ, Emma asks, what would you be?
Dead.
That's pretty final, isn't it? There's not much going on with that. Lebrosk says, how was it DJing with the Stantons at Troublestock, and did Dom try and touch your bum?
I wonder, he could have been doing that. I was trying to work out what he was doing. I thought he was just trying to check out what tunes I had.
He's
but
got very
been.
loose fingers at that point.
I don't know. It was great fun DJing
Yeah, it was
with
brilliant
him.
that night, yeah.
We've been sort of compadres for a long time, haven't we, and friends, and we rarely get to hang out that much, and just play tunes with them was really good fun.
Cool. And just finally, various people asked about, you know, some of the tracks we did make onto the album. Some of them, By Our Side, Minimal 2, Space Space. I'm sure there was many more tracks that didn't get on there.
Yeah, By Your Side and Space Space got too many samples, basically. That was the main reason for not putting them on. And we made about 20 tracks, so there was bound to be a few that didn't make it. But those tracks were going to involve redoing the samples or paying a lot of money, and we didn't want to do that. So that might happen in the future. We haven't decided yet. The other one was Minimal 2. That was never meant to come out. That was like a DJ tour we did for the set. So
cool.
No plans with that one.
Excellent. Well, guys, it's an absolute pleasure to have you down.
Nice.
It's about
very
time
much.
we got you down there. Brand new album for the Plump DJs. Head Fresh out yesterday. Pretty much everywhere. Go out and buy a copy. You can listen to it on iTunes, Beatport, all those kind of ones. Just don't copy them off the show. Guys, pleasure as always. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers, mate.